Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It's raining in my valley, but you know what? It's the beginning of 2026, and I so desperately want to redo my entire valley. So this is the tour, and I hope you guys like it. Enjoy the rain. It has a calming effect. Get your drinks, get your snacks. Good morning, good evening, good night, whichever time you're watching this, and I hope you guys enjoy. Please do not forget to like and share as it helps the channel, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. We're gonna start here in the plaza. So I just redid this not that long ago with a lot of the Cinderella stuff and the New Year's Eve stars. This Cinderella's castle being wrapped around the entire plaza is inspired by somebody whose name I will put in the video. But I believe it was Horrible oh, I don't know why I glitched. Or at least on my end it did. Sorry, my phone's gonna buzz from alerts. So here we have Cinderella's castle. Obviously the exit to Sunlit Plateau. The plaza, it really doesn't have a lot to it. Actually, I should probably be... Nope. I should be walking slow. Should I be walking slow? If I could walk on the path, that would be nice. I love these new lights because they really light up. And then my house is also here in the plaza with my dumping chest. This is the house that I'm choosing. It's going to be the house for 2026. Dumping chest, Max wandering around. You can see the rainbow. Hello, squirrel. It's not on winter or Halloween anymore, so... And then I'll... I don't know how to do these slow moving overhead views that everybody else does. Like, I'm not good at that. And then obviously the front. Entrance. And my hidden sticks. So that I don't have to pick up a bunch of sticks every day. Yep. That's the plaza. Let's get on to the next thing, the Peaceful Meadow. Here we are in my Peaceful Meadow, which has changed from when I first did it. So, and apparently Goofy's going to like just talk us. The entrance also leading up to the plaza right there. Over here, I can see my wife in the background. We have Goofy's house and his stall. And one of the bushes, the fruit bushes. We have Mickey's house over here talking to Cinderella. And Goofy fishing over at the water wheel, which I try to like line up with the pond as much as possible, but I also needed space to be able to walk, so. And then we have Minnie over here in the corner with her little garden gazebo and cherry trees and fountain area. Like, I feel like some of this doesn't make sense, but when I got Wishblossom Ranch and I got the giant flowers, I wanted them here so bad. So I have to basically redo, redo this entire area and fix it so the flowers work in. Like, the sunflowers don't work in with the theme because of the colors. They're too autumn-y. But at the time, I just did not care. I have lemonade stand over here, which I probably will just leave. And then while I cut through there all the time, you're supposed to be following the path, so up and down. I keep pressing the wrong button. Over here was originally where my house was, but I changed it. So this is the tea shop. No, the boba tea, I'm sorry. While Yes Mulan's stuff is here, it's supposed to be the boba tea shop. It's just a tea shop in general. But mostly boba tea. And then inside there is the fully decorated tea shop. Ooh, now we're getting sun, so that's nice. The rest of this video will be filmed in sunlight. You can see all the bright colors and butterflies, and we have Daisy's house over here. I think I need to pick a palette and just stick with it because I feel like I'm doing too much. I feel like it's a bit much, and so it needs to change because it feels like it's too much, too excessive. And I would like to probably maybe get Donald back over here, but I don't know. I don't know if we will. That depends on whether or not we can actually place them. So let's go to do the overhead view. Sorry, trees. So, I wish there was a way to slowly do this without the hand, but I don't know how all the YouTubers who do Valley Tours do this. Did they just edit out the parts where they're doing? I have a lot of trees everywhere. So the whole theme of this is very fairy core. Yeah. And that's my peaceful metal. On to the next one, which is going to be the beach, and go. And here we are on Dazzle Beach, mermaid theme. Ariel just recently got moved back not that long ago. Some of the things here I'm going to keep for next year, and a lot of it I'm going to get rid of. I don't like tropical vibes at all. It's not my thing. So decorating the beach is the hardest thing for me. I'm going to be redoing my valley probably on a live stream. And there goes my Discord alerts. So here at the entrance, we have Ariel's Palace and some of the mermaid stuff from the Star Path, and the spot I forgot to clean because I don't think I can clean that. No, I can't reach it without destroying everything, and I don't feel like doing that. So over here to the right is some stalls, and I missed something when I was cleaning. So this is Jasmine Aladdin's stall. I know it's Aladdin that sells them, but every time I just think it's Jasmine. I don't know why. And then Moana's boat. I honestly wish I can get rid of it. It's a monstrosity. Okay. So obviously over to the right is the Glade of Trust. But if we go this way, you can see where if I play multiplayer, where players would come in over here at the beach. That is really gonna bug me. This is where I think I actually have this facing the wrong way. Yeah, I do. That's embarrassing. But this is where, if there's multiplayer, this is where they would come in. I wanted a forest beach. That's why there's a lot of forest trees. And I think I might stick with that theme and change up the trees a bit. We have Goofy's stall right here. And my very favorite thing on the beach, which I'm not changing, is this mermaid fairy circle that I have made. I love it so much. I'm not changing a lick of it at all. Now here's the other stuff. I will show you where the well is because that is also not changing as well. All of this needs to go, be moved, be changed. I thought I would like it, but I just don't. I'm just not a tropical person, and I think I want to do a mermaid forest is what I'm going to try to do. So all the tropical stuff needs to go. My smoothie bar, it can stay. This is the smoothie bar right here inside. I made a smoothie bar, but I thought I liked this, but I hate it, so I'm not sad to see it go. I just struggle with the beach so much and knowing what to put where. We also have Sadness and Joy's house in the background, which is way too covered. This is another area of the beach I will not be changing. This is Tiana's area, Tiana's restaurant. I love her area so much. There's her stall, and you can eat outside, you can eat inside. It's just my favorite. And Stitch needs a place too. I need to make a new home for Stitch. And I love the gazebo with the candles over here and some of the mermaid touches I added throughout. Like, I don't want to change it. And then if we go over here, this is where we would enter. So let's go to, gosh darn it, and here. So here is the well. I wanted to do a rainbow themed well, so I tried to do one of every color tree. I might go back now that we got more things and change some of the trees out for some of the newer stuff we got from Wishblossom Ranch. But other than that, this is going to stay as my bright, colorful rainbow well entrance to the beach. And then you pretend that you're walking on the lily pads. Okay, use your imagination. Obviously, that's the back. Yes, I can fit through there. I can get through there. It's not a problem. But as you can see, some of these things are not going to change. I also think I want to keep Tiana's little food, water thing somewhere nearby. Because I love it. So I might just keep Mickey's food stall and all of this the same. I have all these well things because I have nowhere else to stick them. So they are in my valley. I'm so sorry for all the Discord sounds. I don't know how to slow it down as I zoom in. You can get a full appreciation of Tiana's valley. I might change out the trees, but other than that, I want to keep everything because there's just a bit too many trees. I love this so much. It's one of my favorite items. I want more items like this. And then joy and sadness, which are currently blocked. And then just a few decorations throughout from the Mermaid Star Path and premium shop items. And then that's everything. Onward to the Gladed Truss. So here we go. We entered the Gladed Truss from either the Dazzle Beach or from the Peaceful Meadow. Now, when you guys saw my Gladed Truss last, you saw me turn it into an autumn wonderland. I changed the theme to be more green, so more forest. I also still wanted to keep my favorite beloved fairy godmother down here. I know the pumpkin house doesn't fit in. I don't know if she will stay. I might change her out to a more cottagey house and have this be a cottage enchanted forest theme. But that's about the only thing I will change. If anyone has any ideas where I could put fairy godmother, where she won't like be so out there with the theme. So just lots of forest. I use a lot of nature in my builds. A lot. Like, I love flowers. I love the greenery. It's ironic because in reality I don't go outside because bugs, and I'm also allergic to grass and pollen. So this is the only way I can connect to nature. We have Merida's house here because I love her house. I love it. Then over here we have, across from her, we have my beloved Aurora. I love her so much. My wife, Maleficent, doesn't like her, but shh, it's fine. We have more greenery, more decorations. What do you guys think of this path? I wanted a green path. Should I change it to be more natural or keep it green? So over here, I didn't know what to do with this corner. So we just did a seating area next to this cute little pond that they have. I really wish they gave us the ability to move ponds because they're really inconvenient. Oh, I did miss a mushroom. It's part of the aesthetic. I did forget to change the pumpkins out for a more spring item or forest item or something. I didn't know what to put here, so I just put this. I was like, there's a little mini, what are they called? It's not called a shed. I don't know why my brain keeps saying that. But you know, like when Flynn and them were walking and they found this a tavern. That's what it is. Just a little tavern in the forest. That's what it is. I do have a small, like, oh god, my brain's on the fritz today and I can't remember what things are called. Farmer's market, I guess. So we have Goofy's stall, we have the vegetable stand from Hobbs Family Farm, and we have over here we're selling pickled vegetables, and then we have Crystal's stall. Now this, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, but if I don't keep it, where the heck am I going to put it, right? I might just keep it there just because I don't want to, but I do think I might take, I love the fairy godmother, don't get me wrong, she's going to stay in the valley, but I think I'm going to take her and put another, like, house skin cottage there, the one that belongs to my smallest child, and that's probably all I'm going to change. So when you guys see me on stream, it's not going to be every biome that gets changed, because some of this stuff I just don't want to change because I did it recently. And I love this biome. The only thing I'm thinking about changing is the path. This is Gothel's area. When I first did Dreamlight Valley, I was all about torturing her, so I was putting Beauty and the Beast and Rapunzel stuff over here, but honestly, I'm done. I mean, I hate this tree, I hate her, but it works with the mushrooms on it for an Enchanted Forest vibe. So I guess you could say it's the witch's house in the Enchanted Forest that everybody avoids. Also, as you can see the ground, you can see that I've got that thatch ground going on, so if I change this path, it can't be to the thatch, because it's just going to blend right in. Oh, and my lavender farm. I love this lavender farm. So yeah, that is, I love this butterfly thing, but I can never figure out where to put it. That is my Enchanted Forest. Cottage, Enchanted, just wandering forest. I think I might need to add some more mushrooms somehow throughout to make it more enchanting, if that makes sense. And I want to know if I should keep this path, because this isn't what it was. This isn't the green brick road. But I really love everything I did. And this turned out to be one of my favorite biomes that I did. Like, don't get me wrong, I really loved everything I did when it was autumn themed, but I only get in a mood for autumn during October and September. After that, I get tired of it. Which is ironic, because the next biome I'm going to show you is called, oh my god, it's not the plaza. The Sunlit Plateau, which is ironically decorated as half spring, half autumn. So let's go check it out. One, and go. And here we are, we're about to enter the Sunlit Plateau. Now, the first half of it is autumn themed, and the second half of it is spring themed. So, onward to the Sunlit Plateau. So, as we walk into our entrance, the other idea behind this design was a house for all of my my favorite relatives, we're gonna say that. But not everyone is on here. As is my eldest sister. This is her wine tasting villa. So I literally begged. The moment I saw this on the premium shot, you spend 50 coins, you get it, plus an outfit. I needed it. So over here, she used to love wine. I don't know how she feels about it now. I made this back when she was really big into wine, but a lot of things have happened in her life, and I just don't know if she would be as into it anymore, so that might change to it. I might. And over here on the side, we have her little grape farm for her wines. Next to her, we have my niece Vicky's house, because I'm pretty sure her favorite season is autumn, so I kept her in the autumn vibe with the autumn house. I don't know too much about her, but she gives off steampunk vibes a little bit, like she would like antique and Elsa, not now. But this is her house, and in the back, you can see I missed another spot that I was cleaning. Okay. And next to it is my little farm for Wally's, because I figured my sister likes to garden, so she has a little gardening spot that her and her daughters can come to. And then I have this beautiful centerpiece that when it was bugging and glitching, kept deleting my centerpieces. Like, it deleted that tree, it deleted this tree, it kept deleting my gazebos. I was so ragingly mad about that. Over here, the last autumn house belongs to my eldest niece, Faith. This is her house. I think one of those bone things spawned underneath her house, which shouldn't be possible, but it happened. Again, I just think the autumn might be their favorite, but I could be wrong. Her favorite season could be summer. I do love this brown sidewalk that I walk. I know, like, it's super bright for autumn, and there's that copper one, but I wanted some brightness in this. Too much darkness drives me nuts. And then over here we have spring. Just across the bridge, hi Goofy, we have spring. This is our spring seating. And over here is my youngest niece's house, Ellie. She's got the cottage. She likes pink. She likes purple. So that's what we're doing. They do not have a lot of purple items. Hello, Minnie. And then over here is Cinderella's castle area, where she used to be home to for like 5 minutes before I changed it. And in here I just have a spring garden, because I still don't have a house skin for my other older sister, and I don't have house skins for my cousins John and Anna, because I don't know what kind of house stuff they like. Because they don't have a lighthouse house, because that's what I would put my cousin John in, because he loves lighthouses. So this is just the garden. I could have walked through the blue thing. I don't know why I didn't. I just went the roundabout way. Originally, her castle was over here. We have the sparkle trees. They both sit here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might keep this garden area and not change it. And only change like half of this. But I might move my niece down to... I love this area right here. This in the autumn biome. This is a little sitting area and reading area. There's lots of books. So you just hang out. You enter over here by the well, because I didn't know where to put it, so that's where it lives. And then you can see how it's transitions from spring over to fall. And I do like the idea of having half and half biomes, but actually, like I said, once autumn's over, I don't want to see it anymore. And I think I might want to make this into a more useful biome, because over here, where Scar's house is, I'm counting this as part of the Glade Trust, I've turned this into a farm. And that's where Goofy's stall sits. It sits over here. I have a little crafting station, seeds and crops in it. And then these are the crops that I was needing for different things, so that's why these ones are planted. I wish I could get rid of the bones, but sadly they're a part of this biome. And then... I did have a house in the spring biome for my sister, but I did like 3 different houses and I still can't find one that fits her. I'm looking for this yellow Victorian house, which is the closest to gold, which is one of her favorite colors. And that's the one I'm waiting for to come in a premium shop so that I can buy it. And then Cinderella's garden, just like a garden. Garden in general. Garden, staging area. I didn't know what to do over here. Alright, we'll get sick of it after the holidays are over. I have done a witch-themed hut. No characters live in here, except I like to pretend that Maleficent does, because I made her a house here. It really irritates me they did not give her her own place. So I made her her own place here in my valley. So over to the left we have our first witch house, which is more like a green witch house. So I would say she's more like foresty. This would probably fit more in Vorse Valor with the colored style, but I don't have a lot of witch houses, so there it is. We have, we have our potion shop over here. To the right. The witch house was on the left. Then we have where we would enter through the well. And my fairy circle that I moved to right here. I swear, I gotta have a fairy circle in almost every biome. We have another little witch cottage over here. And here is Maleficent's house. She's got her knights out. I decorated this on stream on TikTok. I decorated this entire biome on TikTok. So, we had those. Very upset about the trees that we got, the fire trees we got in the Witchy Star Path. They destroyed the fire and they no longer light up. Over here, we just have another gazebo to hang out in. And we have the garden, which is next here to the witchy plant area. I can't think of what it's called. I don't know why, but I can't remember like half of what things are called right now. So, we learn about witch stuff, plants, crystals, potions. You do it all here. And you can buy from Goofy's stall here because honestly, I ran out of room and I didn't know where else to put him. So in here he goes. And I did make sure that each of the mining nodes has a way to get to them. Greenhouse, that's what it is. It's a witchy potion greenhouse for learning. So like a learning greenhouse academy. That only took me 10 hours to remember. And I really, really wish that we can get rid of this thing. Because honestly, it's not needed. It's not needed for the story anymore. It's ugly. I'm tired of looking at it. I do love this. It's like a little overlook to a pond in the garden. But as we all know, my favorite will forever be the fairy circle, which I did change. Originally it was the pink flower bushes, but now it's the purple ones from Wishblossom Ranch, and a lot more purple. I feel like for the witchy vibes it needed that purple. Before I changed this biome was originally fairy core, so I had all the fairy stuff over here, but that's all in the next biome. The next biome. Oh, look, there's my wife. Wait, wifey, where are you going? She loves me. She does. And on to our next biome. My favorite biome ever. The Forest of Valor. Oh, coming from the plaza into the Forest of Valor. Now, the theme on this, it's fairy. It's very fairy core. Fairy core, enchanting forest. We have Tinkerbell's house over here. And when you guys saw me build this biome, which I can't remember if I put the video up or not, originally the other side of this biome was where I put my kids' houses that I gave them, and my husband's house was over here, but I moved them to the Forest of Valor Island, so now this is strictly fairy core. I love this. This used to be just like one of those mushroom things in the center, but I changed it out to Tinkerbell's house that you get from the premium shop. So it's like a little fairy. It's like if she becomes our size, that's where she lives. But here's the entrance where you'd come in from the well. Peter Pan and her live back here. Peter Pan lives on this side in his tree. And Tinkerbell's house from Wishblossom Ranch is over here. Which I love it. But I am sad that I can't shrink down and go inside her house. Like what? Everybody else's house I get to see, but not hers. Anger. Now, you can see across the way that I put Remy's, I put Scrooge, I put the whole city over there. But that is where the kids' houses used to be. We will get over there in a second. So, I do as I do with the fairy circles. But I created this one out of my bushes. So basically, it is my bush garden for all the fruit bushes. Because there's an uneven amount of fruit bushes, some of them I took away to use for decoration in other places. And then down here we have the Acorn Cottage house, which I just love so much. This house had me tweaking. I thought this was a bug. You saw that hummingbird, right? I was like, why are they in this biome? Is this game broken? But no, they're just part of the house. They just fly around the house. I kind of wish they didn't use that color, but yeah. This is my fruit orchard, which again, uneven numbered, and I wanted it even, but it's going to change drastically. So we have Goofy's stall over here as well. The style is going to stay the same. I really like the stone gate. but there's going to be more trees. Like, I'm not going to have them so spread out because honestly, it's a little inconvenient. So I think I'm going to move them. Move all the trees into one spot. I think that would be way better. So we have more just greenery because that's all I could fit. We have that little orb thingy, which I don't know what it's called. And then we will go over here into the winter biome, which you will see next. It will be the last and final biome after the Forest of Allen. Now, I will be touring DLC biomes once I'm finished with all of them, because there are at least 2 or 3 spots on each thing that is not done. So I don't want to give you guys the tour of that until it's done. So yeah, here is my second mini plaza, little street town area. I don't know what you would call it, but we've got a coffee shop, which I love this house skin, by the way. We have Remy's because I don't have any town buildings, so his house is here. We have Scrooge, Daisy's shop, the clothing shop, and then we have Remy's restaurant, and finally the bakery. Now you guys would say, well, okay, all that makes sense, but what about this? The Haunted Mansion. What is that? This is a witch shop. So you ever go into town and there's those little shops that have the crystals and the incense and all things witchy and magical? That's what this is. That's what this. I even decorated the inside. I love the way this turns out, and I'm hoping I don't get the sudden urge. I love what I did here. Like, I was so proud of this. So I guess we'll do the top overview. So it's like just like a town center. Like, you know when you go to towns and they have the town center with all the shops? That's what this is. 5 minutes after I remember what it's called. And then, of course, over here we got the fairy central hub, basically, with Peter Pan and Tink. We have my fairy circle of bushes, fruit bushes, berry bushes, sorry, fruit bushes. And then over here we have our orchard with 2 of the sparkle trees, which I do think I want to leave them, but I might move them. I might move them with the rest of the trees. We need more sparkle trees. And then obviously this is staying here because it's very fairy core vibes. But I might take this and another house and try to make this here, because I don't have anyone else that would fit into these vibes. No one else that I have is fairy. And honestly, I hate this ice cave with the passion, so I'm never gonna decorate it. It's just gonna stay there. I feel like there's not much to show you, but this is by far my favorite biome. My favorite of all time. I love this biome. It's not getting changed. The only thing that's happening is that this stuff is getting moved to a new biome, so it's easier for me to access, which I'm heartbroken. I might have to I don't know what I'm going to put here once my little fairy bushes are gone, but it needs to be done. And Goofy Star can live up there in the abyss. I think I want to keep this house here, which means I'll put a different one over there. But yeah, everything's going to pretty much stay the same. And of course, I got Wishblossom Ranch stuff because I just can't resist it. It's fairy, so it needs the fairy trees and the mushrooms and stuff, and I just love it so much. Okay, now we're going to do our last biome. We're finally there. And thank you for staying this long, if you've been here this long. Alright, y'all, we are in the last biome. My winter forest / Christmas, because I decorated this area for Christmas, because I wanted a Christmas area for Christmas, but Christmas is over and I don't want to see Christmas stuff no more. But, the winter biome island is Christmas themed, so I will move all of these ideas up there with the rest of the winter stuff. Tour the Frosted Heights. So when you come in from the staircase to the Frosted Heights, you come into a little market for, you ever go to those holiday festivals and they have all the food stalls? That was the idea behind this. Here's where you could buy presents, and here you could get like baked goods. You had the baked goods, the food truck that has like cookies and candy canes, just like Christmas sweets and stuff, and hot chocolate. Have everybody sitting places for people. The kids can go on the Christmas merry-go-round. But also people live here. So over here in this corner is the winter cabin, one of them. I'm hoping to get the other one that I saw a spoiler for. I think it's a winter cabin. I don't know. It might be something else. But like, I want to do this as a lodge forest kind of thing. So removing all the Christmas stuff eventually and turning this into like a winter lodge. If that makes sense. I didn't know what to do there. Obviously, you can get like pretzels, popcorn, and things from over here. More goodies, more food goodies. I didn't know what to put over here. So I put stuff from Wishblossom Ranch, the build kits, I put them over here. So it's like a little town center. Originally, this is where Scrooge, Daisy, and Remy were. But this is going to change, which sucks, because I really do like the centerpiece. But it's not working for what I want anymore. And I think this entire area where we're about to walk into is going to be completely gutted and turned into Cinderella. Which is a shame, because it's a beautiful area. I love the way I did this. This is more like... I was trying to do town core. So there's the centerpiece, town centerpiece type area. You get hot chocolate from over here. This is where you would enter from the well. That music is really loud. I'm so sorry. We have some seating areas. Goofy stall off to the side. We got more areas where you can get, you know, sweets from. This is the Christmas house. If you want to see Santa, you go in there. That's where you would go to see Santa and hang out with Santa. Sit down and have some snacky snacks with him. So yeah, that's it. That's the winter biome. It's not much. It's really isn't, but yeah. Walking around with the pickaxe, didn't even do it. And then you go back down here through the Forest of Valor. Town. Winter selection. And if you go behind here, there's my sticks. Hidden behind the buildings. This is my favorite part of the build, and we will be keeping this. I want to stick with the winter log cabin theme for the side of the build. Alright. Alright everybody, that is it. That is the 2025 Valley. Now that it's 2026, it's time to redo this. It's time for growth and renewal and change, because I'm bored with the game and I need something to do. So we're going to be redoing spots of my valley. Some of them will be entire biomes, some of them will just be parts of the biomes. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed my 2025-2026 Disney Dreamlight Valley tour. Bye guys!